Good morning, student. This is the third lecture of database management system. In the last lecture, what we have discussed, as all of you know, we have defined query. So what is query? Query is a request or information that you want to retrieve from the database. So why query is required? As if you have a large amount of data, so for extracting the information from the data, query is required. So why it is important? It is important because the information, if the database size is large and user want to extract the data very limited amount of time, so you have to extract or fire the query. So how to fire the query? You have required the language. What is that language? That is structure query language. So we discussed this point also in the last lecture, as what is SQL, that is structure query language. So what is it is? It is a database language designed for retrieval and management of data in a relational database management system. Where it is used? It is used in MS SQL also. What we have discussed also in the last lecture, the first point, that is data definition language. What is the purpose of data definition language? It is basically used to define the database schema. Now, as we all of us know that to suppose you want to do the programming, so what you have select? You select first the language. After that, you have to specify or you have to know the syntax of that particular language. So similarly, the basic skeleton is necessary to build. So we have create in the SQL also, we have create the basic skeleton in the form of what? Table to store the record. So in the data definition language, it is used to provide the basic database schema. How to create a table? We have already discussed it in the last lecture with the help of create table command. The create table command consists of syntax as create table, table name and various column name. Then after that, if you miss some field or if you want to change the record, so you have used the alter command. Then after that, to delete the record from the table, we have used drop command. And to remove the record from the table, we have used truncate command. Similarly, what is the use of rename command? It is used to change the database name or table name. Now, in the today lecture, what we are discuss the second topic, that is data manipulation language. Now, as we are creating the table, but how to insert the record, how to update the record, how to delete the record, and how to select the record, that is a question arises. So all these things we have done with the help of one language. That language is called as what? Data manipulation language. So today we discuss all these things. So what is data manipulation language? Data manipulation language provide the ability to query information from the database and to select, delete and modify the record in the database. आता जे मागे आपण टेबल क्रिएट केलेला होता, त्या टेबलमध्ये आपल्याला डेटा काय करायचा, आता इन्सर्ट करायचे. जर तुम्हाला ते काय डिलीट करायचं असेल किंवा चेंजेस करायचं असेल तर त्याच्यासाठी जे आपण लँग्वेज यूज करणार आहे, दॅट इज व्हॉट? डेटा मॅनिप्युलेशन लँग्वेज. So it is also used to manipulate the data. Now the question is raised, how to manipulate the data? We can manipulate the data using different commands. What are those commands? First is select command. Now what is the purpose of select command? Select command is used to retrieve the row of the table. जर एखादा टेबल मधले स्पेसिफिक रोज तुम्हाला घ्यायचे असेल तर आपण हा सिलेक्ट कमांड यूज करणार आहे. Then after that, insert. Its name it itself indicate. So insert command ने काय होईल? टेबल मध्ये नवीन रेकॉर्ड जाते. Place new rows of the data in the database or table. Now after that, update. Now update केव्हा लागणार आहे आपल्याला? So basically, update command is used to replace the existing value in the database with new values. For example, suppose if the name of the address of the particular employees is changed after some time, so we can change the address of the employee with the help of update command. Now after that, what is the purpose of delete? If the employee is leave that or organization or the company, so the company remove the database, remove the record from the database. So at that time we have used delete command. So these are all the commands that we have discussed further in this lecture. Now before discussing this command, it is necessary to understand what are the type of data manipulation language. So data manipulation language दोन पार्ट मध्ये डिवाइड केलेले आहे. पहिले प्रोसिजरल लँग्वेज, that is also called as low level data manipulation language. याच्यात काय होतं, so it will specify what data is needed and how this data to be created, because it is a programming language, so that will use PLSQL. डेटा कसं कोणता डेटा लागणार आहे आणि तो डेटा कसा क्रिएट होईल, तर ते त्याला जे लँग्वेज लागतं that is called as procedural, because we have to require some procedure for creating the data. And second is non-procedural, that is also called as high level data manipulation language. What happen in this? It is specify what data is needed, data काय लागणार आहे, but not know how to create this data. Data कोणता लागणार आहे, but data कसं क्रिएट करणार ते याच्यात सांगितलं जात नाही. So these are the type of data manipulation language, that is procedural and non-procedural language. Now let us discuss with the concept of command of data manipulation language. First we have discussed an insert statement. Why we take this first? Because as the table is created, that we already discussed in the last lecture, here I am created another table as department. So the syntax is create table, table name. So create table, what is the name of table here? Department. After that, column name, data type, and this is what that we are not discussed in the last lecture. It is we have write some constant. So here we are write constant as not null. Means what? Whenever we insert department ID, that field must not be a null field. There must be number, always number will be inserted in that table. So the first field is department ID having data type integer and the constant is not null. Second is department name, data type is varchar and their maximum size is 255. Third column of the department table is location, again same data type and size. And here we write as department ID is unique. As suppose computer is the first in our college, this is the first department, chemistry is second. Similarly, so primary key is required, that is unique identification number is required. So we apply primary key to what? Department ID. So based on this, our table is created, that is department having column as department ID, department name, location, and the department ID is not null and primary key is given. Whenever we are applying the primary key to any column, so not null constant is required. Now, so what is, as our table is created, how to insert the data into table? For this purpose, we require a statement that is called as insert statement. So the insert statement is used to insert new record into the table. Now what is the syntax for inserting the data into the table? As insert into table name. टेबलचं नाव द्यावं लागतं. Then after that, what are the columns that are present in the table? And to insert it, we require values. So insert into table name, columns name, values and their values. For example, we are inserting the data into department. So insert into tableचं नाव काय येईल आता इथे? Department. What are the fields or columns of the table? That are table department ID, department name, location. Now then after that values, put up their values. As we know, department ID is integer, so we write 1. Department name, it is a character, so we are enclosed in a single quote. So here we are write HR department, and the location it is in building number 1. Similarly, you have insert n number of records using insert statement. So you write again second time insert into department. Here the values we are changing, as after 1 we are writing 2 finance department, and it is present in building number 2. Now after inserting this data, the question in our mind is, that is how to display the data. So for displaying the data, we are using second statement, that is select statement. Now what is the purpose of select statement? The select statement is used to retrieve the data from the tables. Now how to retrieve the data from the table? We have write the syntax here. Select, if you want to retrieve whole data, we can write a star. A star means whole. So select star from table name. This is the syntax. So what is our table name? That is department. So select star from department. So whatever we have inserted, it is shown in the form of like this. So as I am inserting 2, but again I am inserting 2 records. So total records are 4, and these are the, in this way the output is display of the query as select star from department. तर इथे आता 4 रेकॉर्ड आपण इन्सर्ट केलेले आहे. तर स्टार म्हणजे सगळे कॉलम दिसतील आणि सगळे रेकॉर्ड दिसतील त्याच्या. बट सपोज जर युजरला त्या टेबल मधल्या स्पेसिफिक कॉलमच बघायचं असेल, तर आपण कसं बघणार? तर त्याच्यासाठी आपण कॉलम नेम यूज करू. तर स्टारच्या ऐवजी कॉलम नेम द्यायचं. तर इथे एक कॉलम नेम घेतलंय मी, डिपार्टमेंट आयडी. तुम्ही एकापेक्षा जास्त पण कॉलम घेऊ शकता इथे कॉमा करून. तो सिलेक्ट डिपार्टमेंट आयडी फ्रॉम डिपार्टमेंट. तर फक्त आपल्याला आउटपुट असं दिसेल डिपार्टमेंट आयडी. 4 डिपार्टमेंट आहे आपल्या याच्यात. ना आता एखाद्या युजरला कंडिशनच्या बेसवर जर काही रेकॉर्ड एक्सट्रॅक्ट करायचं असेल, तर त्याचं सिंटॅक्स आहे सिलेक्ट कॉलमची लिस्ट फ्रॉम टेबल नेम आणि वेअर क्लॉज. क्लॉज म्हणजे या वेअर मध्ये कंडिशन टाकू. सपोज मला फक्त असा डिपार्टमेंटचं नाव आणि लोकेशन बघायचं आहे ज्याचा आयडी नंबर 1 आहे. In real life also, suppose we only pass the student roll number, and based on the passing roll number it give detailed information of the student. So similarly, we are selecting name of department, location, from where, from select column list, 2 column घेतले, department name, location, from table name. What is our table name? Department. Where, what is the clause? Condition, department ID is equal to 1. So it extract the data as department name is HR, department ID 1 is related with HR, and building, that is building number 1. So this is the output of select statement. After selecting the data, if you want to change the record of the table, we have used update statement. So what is the purpose of update statement? Update statement allow you to change the data in the specific column for rows stored in a table. So you can apply it again in a where condition. It is basically used to modify the data values in the table. What is the syntax? The syntax is update table name, table's name, set column name is equal to value, n number of data we have to change, आणि condition where. तर सपोज आपल्याला असं करायचंय की ज्या डिपार्टमेंटचा आयडी 1 आहे त्याला HR च्या ऐवजी सॉफ्टवेअर मॅनेजमेंट असं त्या डिपार्टमेंटला नाव द्यायचंय. तर आपण कसं करणार? अपडेट टेबलचं नाव काय? डिपार्टमेंट, सेट डिपार्टमेंट नेम इज इक्वल टू न्यू व्हॅल्यू. व्हॉट इज द न्यू व्हॅल्यू ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट? सॉफ्टवेअर मॅनेजमेंट, वेअर आयडी इज 1. तर हे क्युरी एक्झिक्यूट केल्यानंतर आपल्याला असं आउटपुट दिसेल की डिपार्टमेंट ज्याच्या आयडी 1 आहे, तर आता HR च्या ऐवजी काय झालं? सॉफ्टवेअर मॅनेजमेंट. So in this way we can update the record. So if you have considered instead of department table, suppose employee table, and त्या एम्प्लॉईचा ऍड्रेस चेंज झाला असेल, तर एम्प्लॉई आयडी घेऊन तुम्ही त्याचा ऍड्रेस अपडेट करू शकता using update statement. Now after that, the last statement is delete statement. What is the purpose of delete statement? We can delete the record in the entire table or specific record ऑन द कंडिशन. तर डिलीट तुम्ही दोन प्रकारे करू शकता, पूर्ण रेकॉर्ड टेबलचे किंवा एखादा रेकॉर्ड. तर त्याच्यासाठी सिंटॅक्स आहे, जर पूर्ण डिलीट करायचं असेल तर सिलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम टेबल नेम, आणि एखादं जर करायचं असेल तर डिलीट फ्रॉम टेबल नेम आणि इथे कंडिशन टाकायची. आता सपोज आपल्याला पूर्णच करायचे डिपार्टमेंट मधले रेकॉर्ड, तर आपण कसं लिहू, डिलीट स्टार फ्रॉम डिपार्टमेंट. याच्याने पूर्ण रेकॉर्ड जातील. पण फक्त आपल्याला असा डिपार्टमेंट डिलीट करायचे ज्याचा आयडी 1 आहे, तर आपण कसं लिहू, डिलीट फ्रॉम टेबलचं नाव where department ID is 1. So if you fire this query, first department is deleted and remainings are displayed. So in this way we can apply delete statement. Now in the next lecture we are discussing the two remaining topic, that is data control language and transitional language. So here the concept of data manipulation language is completed. Now in the check your Google Classroom. I have given the assignment based on the first topic as DDL and DML, and complete the assignment as per the given schedule. Thank you very much.